Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Miss, and today I'm actually going to be featuring some really cool Adamancipator combos. But before we start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it does motivate me a lot to keep making videos like these. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Alright, so basically what I'm really going to be showcasing is one end board, but with like several ways to kind of get to it. And you don't really have to like successfully hit with all of your Adamancipator monsters, although it does help because you kind of lost the ability to search like a lot of cards in one shot with Block Dragon. And also on top of that, Block Dragon wasn't just a search card, it was a non-once per turn special summon that made all of your rock monsters indestructible by card effects, which obviously is very fair, right? Why would you ever want to ban a card like this? It makes no sense. But yeah, so the hand that we have, relatively good. I mean, we're gonna see what we're going to be drawing with Upstart Goblin. Of course, when you're testing your combos, you don't have to play against an opponent, but I will be playing through hand traps basically with every single one of these hands, because I can either make Herald on summon number 5 or make Rafflesia on summon number 5, or even lower than that. So now I drew kind of like a Photon Thrasher-esque card. The reason why you play the Tenyi Spirits instead of like this guy, instead of like Photon Thrasher, is because you also play Unexpected Die. So you can go Unexpected Die, summon your vanilla monster, and the Tenyi, it's not like if you control no monsters, you can special summon it. It's if you control no effect monsters. So it does not clash with Unexpected Die, whereas Photon Thrasher, it literally like clashes with every card, basically just ever. So that's kind of neggy. And now we have Medalchi Pitting Cisseur, which unfortunately clashes with every hand trap that is a monster, but it doesn't clash with Infinite Impermanence. Now, the one issue is that Infinite clashes with Shade Brigandine, so you can't really have everything in your deck, otherwise your deck is just no longer mathematically correct. So you kind of have to stick to one game plan, you know, one strategy, not try to do too much in one deck. That's usually not the way you deck build. You want to be mathematically correct. So now I'm going to actually normal summon my Seeker and make Rafflesia. It doesn't really matter the order, whatever. This Rafflesia could have been number 3, but now I'm only at 4 summons, so I'm already Nibiru proof, because this Trap Tricks Rafflesia can send a Trap Hole card from my deck to the graveyard in order to apply its effect when that condition is met. And Gravedigger's Hole allows me to negate a monster effect that occurs in the hand, graveyard, and banish. Negate a monster effect, doesn't destroy, but still, that's way more than enough to counter the Nibiru. And also you deal 2,000 damage to your opponent, so even if they didn't have a hand trap, Rafflesia is still a real interruption. And if you play Treacherous Trap Hole, it's even bigger. You can actually pop 2 cards in one shot. So Treacherous Trap Hole is actually one of those really weird cards that even if you only play one and you never draw it, it's one of the very rare trap cards that are very good in your deck to have if you are going second. So definitely a card that you can consider, honestly. Anyways, I'm going to special summon my Seeker, because if I get Ogred into Veiler, I cannot special summon the Researcher. Sorry, I meant Researcher. So it is actually safer to just do that. And then, you know, I'm already Nibiru proof, so whatever. And now I'm going to start using my Adamancipator effects. So Gravedigger's Hole, you see already a card excavated. I whiffed with this Seeker. As you can see, I actually do play the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword as well in my deck. However, I won't be showcasing any combos with that because it's just way too linear, way too easy to fulfill. All you really need to do is just summon that Boral Savage and then Union Carrier with literally just 2 rocks or 2 lights or 2 cybers, really not that hard, and then you target your Boral Savage or any other dark. It can be IP Masquerena. Your monster gains 1,000 attack, and as long as that monster stays on the field and Dragon Buster Destruction Sword stays on the field, your opponent cannot summon from the extra deck. Only the opponent. You are not restricted whatsoever. So yeah, we're going to whiff, and now that Researcher I believe is not going to whiff. Yeah, Doki Doki, that's actually a decent one, but using the effect won't be too good because I already used the effect of my 2 level 2s, so I'm going to try to play without it too much. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can still summon like a monster from my deck. It's not too bad, but it's not a monster that can actually like trigger. This Needle Fiber play, obviously obvious. I don't like playing the Deskbot garbage. It's just, this deck is already good enough, like as it is. There's no reason to like add more like junk to it. And also, by the way, that Plexpredator Zombie, if you actually draw it with like 4 dead cards, Plexpredator is actually a good card on its own, because you can make El Mirage and then special summon it by putting a card on your top of your deck, make Needle Fiber so it shuffles, so even if it was a brick, you're not drawing it later on. And also it's a 1 card Needle Fiber that gets you to Dragite, and oh my god, Raptite. I keep making that mistake. That's like my 11th Adamancipator video, and I always say Dragite. No. Argapane, but yeah, Martial Marcher is going to revive basically any level 2s. It can even be Plague Spreader Zombie, so even if you didn't have access to those Adamancipator level 2 monsters, it's no big deal. Now we're going to make Cyber Centigrator, so that's why I said it's easy to make Union Carrier using just 2 lights, 2 Cybers, whatever. A Cyber Centigrator is not only just a light for Link Cross, but also a Cyber, so it's basically just full utility even if you didn't really need those 2 specific types. And now you're going to be drawing 1 card, so if the card that we are stacking with Plague Spreader is a card that we want to draw back, then we actually stack with Plague Spreader first and then draw, or if it's a card that we don't necessarily need, we draw and then we stack with Plague Spreader. That is actually optimal. So now we're going to draw 1 random card. It's going to be an Angel Trumpeteer. Very unlucky, because if it was the other card, Beta the Magnet Warrior, we would have been able to discard it with Doki Doki and then special summon Analyzer from the deck, and Analyzer would have had an extra chance of hitting because we still didn't get access to our what's the name again? Quackimero Guardians. But now I actually did something kind of stupid. I used the Plague Spreader Zombies effect first to stack a card on the top of my deck. And when I was doing this, I wasn't really realizing why that was a bad play. And the reason why that's actually horrible is because now I only excavate 4 real cards, because I know for a fact that the top card is not going to be a rock. So if you want to give yourself the best chances, you have to optimize the order of every single play you do. So that's Reptite is... Okay, never mind, I shuffled my deck. okay, I'll cut myself some slack. That's also kind of good because you're deck thinning in a way by 1 card by having 1 less card that you don't really want to summon with Reptite. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't really mind too much, even though Reptite is already a tuner monster because of Martial Marcher, so I really want to sync it off with Doki Doki. But yeah, whatever. Did I even use the effect of Reptite? Oh my god, I completely forgot. I don't even think so. Yo, am I? Oh my god. Oh, it's not my day. Yo, I had like a 10-hour day with like, I don't know, it's 12:30 right now. I wake up at like 8:45 or 8:50 every day, so cut me some slack. Anyways, that Brawl Savage is going to hit the field. I'm going to have that. By the way, I would have hit like a Quackimero Guardian on top of that. So if I didn't use the effect of Reptite, would have had like an extra Guardian on here, and then... Actually, wait, hold on. Guardian obviously will die during the end phase, so the only monster that I really would be able to summon would be probably just another Researcher or Doki Doki, but once again, like the Plague Spreader Zombie shouldn't have been summoned that early. Should have been like the Reptite first and then see where I, like, you know, get, and then maybe choose to not use Plague Spreader Zombie so during the end phase, my Quackimero Guardian can reveal its effect, but actually that's just asking for too much because I definitely didn't have the resources to end on all of that, and you're going to see why this is pretty relevant. So during my opponent's turn, I use the effect of Brawl Savage to negate something, I use Rafflesia to negate a monster effect, and then I can tag out that Needle Fiber for a Formula Synchron, draw 1 card. It's gonna be that garbage Angel Trumpeteer, whatever. And now we're going to quick sync for the legendary Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity, which is basically a Zexal when it is special summoned or synchro summoned. Sorry, there's actually a huge difference, because if it was just special summoned, then you summon it once, then you revive it back infinite times with like Call of the Haunted, Back to the Front and stuff like that, and it would be pretty degenerate. But it's only on synchro summon, don't worry too much, and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects for the remainder of the turn. You also cannot respond to that with card effects, and if it dies, you can revive back the vanilla Brawl Savage, if I recall correctly. Yeah, when level 8 or lower, Dark Dragon Synchro in your grave, sorry. So, basically a useless Brawl Savage, but that's pretty much it for the combo. There are obviously... Oh, wait, hold on. Also, when it destroys a monster by battle, you kind of burn for the attack of the monster that you destroyed. There are some flaws with this combo, unfortunately, because you don't have Block Dragon, so your follow-up isn't, you know, like too much. So you kind of do that when you already have, like, when you were able to do more than that. Obviously, that was kind of like the worst-case scenario. Like I said, the fact that I didn't excavate with Reptite was kind of bad, and there are definitely some better engines, maybe, that you could start splashing in your deck to make it a bit more self-sufficient. But yeah, it's just showcasing you the power that Adamancipator decks still have. You know, it's, yeah, sure, they did lose Block Dragon, but it doesn't mean that they can no longer do any combo. So that's it for combo number 1. Let's get into the next one. Alrighty, so I kind of made sure that my hands were not, nah, that's just, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I didn't stack anything. I didn't choose what my hands would be, so yeah. Now I'm normal summoning Guardian because I really want to special summon Researcher and not use my normal summon on Doki Doki, get a hand trapped and pass. That's obviously obviously really stupid. So that's what I'm gonna do. Researcher is going to not whiff, I think, except if I whiff. Ah, you see beta, nice, okay, that's pretty good actually. So now we can make needle fiber. I'd rather keep a rock monster on the field, we never know. Maybe it's going to have some sort of relevance later on, I'm honestly not too sure. So yeah, that Link Cross is going to summon 2, of course, Martial Marcher, revive back. Sometimes you can actually revive back level 4 tuners and do some pretty cool plays with that. So, there, Herald of the Arclight is now a tuner because of Martial Marcher, so when we sync it off with beta, it actually makes, yeah, it makes Barrel Savage. It doesn't just make a rank 4, so that's actually really neat. And yeah, as you can see, that was just a very fast way to combo off, and now we have a rock monster, so Quackimeru Guardian isn't just gonna die like a moron. And yeah, so you just negate a bunch of cards, you have 2 negations, and then you can skip your opponent's turn. It's as simple as that. The only issue, like I said, is that it is very resource demanding, so it's more of like a kind of combo that you can do instead of like something that you should like always like strive for. So definitely do keep that in mind. I am not saying that Adamancipator are still tier like 0.5, not even close. But you can definitely play it as a self-sufficient kind of deck in a way. Maybe play more, and you can actually start playing the spell card, the not friends. No, that card sucks. Like it's actually really bad. Please don't play that card. But you can play Signs, the monster reborn that also stacks a card on the top of your deck. It's actually really good because now successfully excavating with all of your cards is honestly a must. Like you really desperately need to get those consistent special summons on the field. Maybe the water crystal is going to be better now, we never know, but yeah, that's it for the combo number 2. Really interesting thing to note here is the fact that we actually synced off the Herald with beta and not use like Raptide and stuff like that. That's just more resource demanding, especially like I said, if we whiff. So if you play Soravis and on top of that you can search for Soravis with Herald of the Arclight when it is synced off, and then you can actually protect yourself from like an infinite, for example. That's actually quite neat, to be honest. That's pretty good. So that's it for combo number 2. Let's get into combo number 3. Alright, that's exactly what I said. Literally unexpected die and Tenyi Spirit Shatana. So I'm summoning the tuner monster. There's no... Felt like there was no reason to summon that Beta the Electromagnetic Warrior because it is one more rock that I have in my deck, so when I use the effect of these guys, I have a slightly higher chance of excavating. Now, one issue that I do have is that I actually drew the Gravedigger's Hole, so how am I gonna like play through Nibiru? We already were able to play through Nibiru in hand 1 and 2, so can we do it again? Maybe. We're gonna see right now, so we're gonna make that Needle Fiber. And this is one crafty way of playing through Nibiru. It's by actually forcing it out. Like you're basically saying to your opponent, okay, you have to Nibiru me, otherwise you're screwed. Because I didn't use my normal summon yet, if you actually are seeing this. So I'm actually like free to do just a lot of things, and eventually my opponent becomes like really scared. So this is the point where your opponent can't just be like, okay, yeah, you're fine, I won't Nibiru you, I'll wait, because you have a level 3 tuner and a level 1 non-tuner, so obviously that's Herald. If you don't Nibiru me, I'm killing you. Of course, you have to Nibiru me. So now I make Herald, and it's just like too late, but if you did Nibiru me too early, I still have my normal summon, and then I still have a special summon. I can summon up to 2 monsters already, and then make a Reptite, keep summoning even more, make, you know, a Dragite, and then, you know, actually, I can do way more, like way dirtier than that. So yeah, that's the one way people were also inherently playing through Nibiru instead of just always making like Rafflesia. People weren't even playing Rafflesia. The deck was just that powerful because of Block Dragon, but don't worry, you don't need Block Dragon to win. Actually, you kind of, it helps a lot, okay? Anyways, now that I'm safe from every hand trap, I can finally use my normal summon on... I just had like eye cancer because I could have just and that doesn't change anything, who cares. Yeah, I'm really skillful with the excavation of Guardian, so I can sync it off with Angel Trumpeteer to make that Burl Savage, so I'm very close to the combo. And now this Seeker is going to whiff, I think. Or if I don't whiff, I'm gonna summon Garbage. There we go. Of course I whiff, of course. It's my usual luck. So, not too bad, not too bad. Obviously, if we excavated a Guardian, then the combo would be a bit different because we would have had to kind of sync it off, make a Reptite, excavate again, get a Doki Doki, and... Oh, no, Analyzer. Never mind, that's actually nasty. Ooh, Analyzer would have been able to get... Guardian, which would have summoned... Oh my god, yeah, that would have been disgusting. Imagine if we actually, oh, that's pretty good. We would have been able to have like a Dragite on top of Burl Savage, Herald, and Gravedigger's Hole. And it's kind of good because it's just like, it's already kind of stable, and then that Needle Fiber just, it keeps getting better. To be fair, you can also play a second copy of Martial Marcher, because that Needle Fiber can easily tag out into like a second Martial Marcher, revive back another tuner. This doesn't negate until the end phase, unfortunately, it just negates permanently, but still, being able to revive back your Researcher, it's just a big booty grill, 2100 defense, and then you can do nothing, but still. If you play like 3 Needle Fibers, ooh. But yeah, once again, as you can see, basically what you're trying to aim if you want to make Hard Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity is always a level 8 Dark Dragon Synchro non-tuner, and then 2 level 2 tuners. Needle Fiber is that level 2 tuner because of Formula Synchron. Obviously, you can't really hard Synchro summon Formula Synchron, so you gotta have Needle Fiber, a level 2 tuner. Plague-Spreader Zombie is just a perfect example. That's just like built in your combo. And then you have, of course, Burl Savage, Herald, and Gravedigger's Hole are just like bonus on top of everything. Hand Traps were just not really affecting me in the combo. I still have Plague-Spreader Zombie, so if your Needle Fiber wanted to special summon something different, then go for it, but I can't really think of something good to summon off of Needle Fiber anymore. Deathbar 1 doesn't count, because you have to commit to all the bullshit package, and that's just not the way, that's not the way of the Shinobi, you know. No, Naruto and Sasuke wouldn't really be proud of you, but yeah, Formula Synchron is gonna draw 1 card. I guess in a way that kind of helps you with your follow-up, but not enough, because Block Dragon was searching 3 cards on your turn, 3 cards on your opponent's turn, you were summoning it again, search another 3 cards, so yeah, Adamancipator is not tier 0.5, not tier 0.75, not tier 0.89999999, no, not even close, but it is a very respectable rogue deck, maybe tier 2-ish, kinda, I don't even know. You could probably find a better way to play this, but I really wanted to showcase the amount of monsters that you can actually put up in this deck. And obviously, if we get Block Dragon to 1, then it becomes absolute madness because it's way too easy to search. So Block Dragon will obviously never come back to 1. That card is cancer. It limits card design because the thing is, every time you create a good rock archetype, you know it's obviously already instantly gonna get broken because you have that Block Dragon that can search up to 3 cards in one shot, which is BS card design. But that's pretty much all I had to say for this beautiful Adamancipator combo videos. If you guys have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.